Dear children, welcome to the video class. Grade 6 Science Chapter 2 Components of Food. Dear children of grade 6, welcome to the science class. Before starting today's class, let us recall what we have learned in the previous class. In the previous class, we have learned the significance of the nutrients. In this class, we are going to learn the topic 2.3, balanced diet. Okay, before going for this topic, let us learn what is diet. The food we normally eat in a day is called our diet. That is from the morning to the bedtime. So what do we eat in a day is called our diet. So that is in the morning, as soon as we get from the bed, we have some milk. Then after that lunch, after that breakfast, then after the breakfast lunch, then we used to have some snacks with milk. Then we used to take dinner, isn't it? So that is called diet. Okay, so what this diet contains? This diet contains the nutrients. That is, they contain carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals and dietary fiber. Okay, so they are essential for the growth and the maintenance of good health. Okay, so such a diet is called balanced diet. So the balanced diet is the diet that contains all the nutrients in proper amounts, and they also should contain good amount of roughage and water also. Okay, now I'm going to give you activity for you. Okay, children. So what you are going to do is you are going to prepare a chart of whatever you eat over a period of a week. Okay, from the Monday to Sunday, you prepare a chart of whatever you eat during the week. Okay, and you ensure whether the diet is balanced or not. And you ensure whether that diet contains all the nutrients or not. Okay, so that is, we know already that rice and wheat, they are rich in carbohydrates. Then pulses, groundnuts, soya beans, sprouted seeds, they are rich in proteins. Then chicken also, it has some protein. Then oily items, then chicken, mutton, cheese and all, they are rich in fats. Then fruits and vegetables, they are rich in vitamins and minerals. Okay, so you have to ensure whether the diet which you take is balanced or not. Okay, you listen children, then we can eat a balanced diet without expensive food materials. No need to eat expensive food materials. No need to eat badam, pista like that and all. Even we can take a balanced food that is balanced diet without expensive food materials. Okay, then we are going to see about cooking. Okay, now we are eating raw food or cooked food. Okay, we used to eat cooked food. Sometimes carrot and some fruits and all we used to eat raw, isn't it? Now we are going to see the advantages and disadvantages of cooking. Okay, so that so overcooking is not at all good. Okay, overcooking is not at all good. So if we overcook the food, some of the nutrients will be lost. Okay, so overcooking is not at all good. So some food such as some vegetables and fruits, it can be eaten without cooking itself. Okay, then one additional information I am saying you. Okay, so this is very important. You tell your parents also. So vegetables and fruits should not be washed after cutting or peeling them. Okay, so we should not wash the vegetables and fruits before cutting or peeling. Why means that fruits and vegetables contain the minerals. Okay, so if we wash after cutting or peeling, it results in the loss of vitamins and minerals. Okay, so what we have to do? So before cutting itself, we have to wash. Okay, after cutting, we should not wash the vegetables and fruits. Okay, then repeated washing is also not at all good. Okay, repeated washing of vegetables and repeated washing of rice is not at all good. So we have to wash the rice and vegetables to make it dirt free only. Okay, repeated washing may cause the removal of some vitamins and minerals. Okay, children. Then we are going to say the uses of cooking. Okay, cooking improves the taste and also it improves the food to digest faster. Okay, so cooked food means the taste will be nice and it also helps in digestion also. Okay, then one more additional information for you. Okay, so vitamin C gets easily destroyed by heating. Okay, so vitamin C is very good for us. Okay, so if we cook vitamin C rich foods means it will result in loss of such vitamin C. Okay, yes. Then see this buju. See this buju. See how he was. Okay, how he has a belly, isn't it? So this is good or not? Okay, this is good or not? So this belly is not at all good, isn't it? So why this belly is caused? Why this belly is caused? This is because of overeating. Okay, this is because of overeating and eating too much of fat-rich foods. Okay, and eating too much of fat-rich foods. Okay, so what does it mean? Means eating too much of fat-rich foods. Okay, it results in a condition called obesity. Okay, it results in a condition called obesity. So we should not eat the fat-rich food items. Okay, so always we have to be fit and fiddle. Okay, we should not overeat the fat-rich food items. Okay, children. Dear children, now we are going to see the topic 2.4, deficiency. So what does mean by deficiency? Okay, so see, a person may be getting enough food to eat. Okay, a person may be getting enough food to eat, but the food which he eat does not contain a particular nutrient. Okay, so if it continues for a long period of time means the person may suffer from deficiency. Okay, that is the person may get enough food. Okay, but he is not getting proper minerals in his food means we can say that person has mineral deficiency. A person may get sufficient food but he does not get proper vitamins in his food means we may say that the person has vitamin deficiency. Okay, so what is a deficiency? What are deficiency diseases? Okay, underline ma. The disease that occur due to the lack of nutrients over a long period of time. Okay, for a long period of time, if there is some deficiency in nutrients means that disease is called deficiency disease. Okay, children. Now let us see what are the symptoms of protein deficiency. Okay, if the person is not at all taking protein rich food. Okay, he may take the food that is rich in carbohydrates and he may take the food which is rich in fats. Okay, but if the person is not at all taking the food that has enough protein means he will be having stunted growth. Stunted growth means he will be very short. Then swelling of face and all will be swelled and discoloration of the hair. So the hair will be turning into brown color. Then he will be getting some skin diseases and diarrhea also. Diarrhea means passing of loosey stools. Okay. So if the person is deficient both in carbohydrate and protein means so that person will be very lean and thin and he will be very weak and he or she will not able to move and do the work also. Okay, children. Then if vitamins and minerals are deficient means they also will be suffering from many diseases. Okay, so what is the solution for this? Okay, if we want to prevent from deficiency diseases means we have to take a balanced diet. Okay, we have to ensure whether the food contains all nutrients or not and we have to take that diet. Okay, so all the deficiency diseases can be prevented by taking a balanced diet. Okay, then come for the table 2.3. Okay, mineral deficiency and symptoms are given. Okay, so vitamin A, the deficiency, the problem is loss of vision. Loss of vision means night blindness. The person is unable to see the light. Okay, symptoms means poor vision. Okay, loss of vision in darkness. Sometimes complete loss of vision. Sometimes the person may become blind also. So in order to fulfill this deficiency, we have to take vitamin A foods. Then if vitamin B1 is deficient in our body, we get a disease called beriberi. We get a disease called beriberi. So the symptoms of beriberi are weak muscles and very little energy to work. The person will be very dull and he cannot do any work. Okay, then if vitamin C is deficient in our body, means we get a disease. This is called scurvy. Scurvy means bleeding of gums and the wounds will take longer time to heal. If there are any wound is developed on your body, means it will take longer time to heal. Okay, then vitamin D deficiency means the bones become bent and it will become soft also. Okay children, then calcium deficiency, iron deficiency, iodine deficiency are given. If calcium is deficient means the bones will become very weak and we have the problem of tooth decay also. Okay, then iodine is deficient in our body means we get the problem of goiter. Okay, the glands in the neck will be swollen and it also leads to mental disability in children. Okay, so iron is deficient in our body means it causes a disease anemia. It results in weakness. Okay, so we have to eat a balanced diet to avoid our body free from diseases. Okay children, have you understood? Yes children. Dear children, your activity for this class is you prepare the diet chart for your week and ensure whether it is balanced or not. Then your second homework is learn the table 2.3 in textbook and write one time. Okay, do this activity and submit your class teacher. Thank you children. Meet you all in the next class. Thank you.